Do you prefer rappers or athletes when it comes to like just talking to a celebrity?
I like athletes better. Rappers don't really converse too much. They just pay and go.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just a
Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
So, question: have you been to a Diddy party?
No. Not a Diddy party. I done been to an LA party where it was we all chilling, we drinking, and I done been around and been there with them because I went to like a after party after the Bad Boy concert, and I'd seen him. We was all cool. We was chilling. It was cool. You know what I mean? It was none of that going on. Now, what was going on upstairs and they kicked us out? I don't know. I ain't been to the upstairs party where they had masks on and
Illuminati. No, so they actually kick people out like, all right, it's 4 a.m. It's time for the regulars
when
to
it's
go.
when it's time to get real, and they probably feel like, I don't know, I never got invited to those, but I was at the big house parties, the mansion parties but not the all white where it got crazy. No, I never was there for that.
You would think they'll call you. What, if you could speak on it, what, as far as famous people, you may have entangled with?
Oh, it's a lot of them. And one of them just slid in my DM, and I was so about.
Which one? Don't blush. Which one?
I don't care. I tell everybody because I'm that girl. But
there you go. Real life shoutouts.
When Michael B Jordan slid in my DM.
Ooh, sinners.
When Creed. No, the only person I was really up about is when Shaq DM'd me. And I said, "You're Shaq?" And he stopped talking to me ever since then. I was like, oh shit, I blew it.
You weren't supposed to.
I was fanned out. I said, what the heck? I don't even know. First of all, I don't even know these people know me.
You baby girl.
What'd he say? What was his approach? Like what was his like, hey.
Him, it's so many people DM me and it's like, wow, where did you find? And it's like, why do you know me? And they're like, why do I even think I know you?
So Michael B Jordan impressed you.
Yeah.
Shaq was impressing.
Yes.
Anyone you actually like gave time to that,
everybody know I used to mess with Drake, but he everybody. Who else? Damn, a lot of people.
Did he try to save you?
Who?
Drake.
No, actually, he gave me a $10,000 wedding gift when I got married. And I was like, he just sent it to me like, yo, you got taken out the game, your jersey hung up. I with you for that. And I was like, yeah, he was just like that's dope for somebody in the industry. That doesn't happen a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of women that's been stars. There's girls that's older than me, still ain't been married, still ain't even get to that. So I appreciated that. It was
how many songs have you been shouted out in?
I remember when somebody mentioned that they paid for my titties. Recently, Skilla Baby put me in a song. He was like, "Money Long, Kakey Tongue," and I love that.
Oh wow,
and I loved it. But there's what was that? Action Bronson. He put me in a song, but a lot of people haven't really mentioned me too much. I remember Lil Wayne said, "Yellow bitch tongue like a snake." I met him in Miami one time, and he was so he was so high. I didn't even know he remembered me, and then that song came out. Because I was sticking my tongue out all over the place. It was lit. But
do you prefer rappers or athletes when it comes to like just talking to a celebrity?
I like athletes better. Rappers don't really converse too much. They just pay and go. But I don't know. I make a good relationship with everybody. Everybody loves me. That's why they come back 3, 4, 10 times.
Now, what we like to ask all of the beautiful women who come and sit on the couch, does a regular have a shot?
Oh, yeah.
So when I say regular, so when I say regular, I mean, black forces. He might.
Black forces?
He might.
Black forces? No.
He might overstock. So the forces got to be white.
But black forces probably not, because that mean you want to fight. That mean you crazy. I ain't trying to look. I'm from the hood, so I understand.
So you know what the black forces is.
Yeah, I understand. Certain types I'd be like, but regular guys with a regular job, 9 to 5, that's no problem for me. I honestly like that. Go to work. Cause some people, you'd be surprised, these celebrity men or the men that got some money, they feel like they're too above thou. Like even if they lose all their money and all of that, they wouldn't know what to do. They'll never go get a regular job. They won't understand the struggle of if you lose everything you got, God forbid, because God will humble you in some type of way from whatever. But you ain't gonna go and apply for a regular job because you feel too big. You feel like you too good to go out there and be working. And I don't like that. I like a man that's gonna work regardless. Go get your hands dirty. I like that.
Does it bother you when like a man's hands are too manicured or too?
And I live in Atlanta, so yes, it does bother me. You can't be too pretty. You can't be prettier than me. Like that's number one. My nails is fucked up, and you ain't looking at that because you too busy looking at yours. That's a problem. That's a problem for me.
Is it as easy as all the women say it is in Atlanta with men? Like you meet him one night, he's just gonna pay your rent. He'll pay your rent. No. The men is so like uptight because they know every woman in Atlanta is like damn near selling it. They are damn near looking for help, and it's so crazy. Or if they're not looking for help, you gotta come and do 10 times more than what they're doing. You got to come in straight out the door, pay their rent, pay their car note, take their kids to school, and pay for their tuition at a private school somewhere. And it's like, damn, I don't even know your name. You know what I mean? It's so hard dating in Atlanta. It really is. And then half of the guys are gay. So it's like, or on the down low. So that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, it's a lot out there. It is. And I feel like a man that got too many women, like I be looking at that. You got too many women, so you looking for something else at this point because nothing can satisfy you.
Yeah. That's a Diddy song too.
Huh?
Satisfy you.
It's a Diddy song.
Yeah, satisfy you. No, so back to Diddy.
You know a lot about Diddy.
Yeah, well, I'm watching this case.
I couldn't watch the case. You watched it?
No, I just the transcripts. You can't nobody really watch it.
Well, I mean, not. But I feel like when I was even looking at the stuff on Instagram, I had to like come off of it. It was way too much because it was like their kids is in there.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, the kids is in there and they're hearing about whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's like they gotta be forced to be there because like if they don't show up, it's like, is he guilty? You know what I mean? So it's like they gotta be forced to hear this crazy stuff that their dad has done. Like that's something like hell no.
So the level of freak that Diddy was on as far as man rubbing man.
I mean, it's regular shit in the industry.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like for it don't surprise me at all because especially in the adult industry, men watch men do shit all the time. You know what I mean? There's been men that sit there and look. They watch and they'll pay to watch. You know what I mean? Especially in LA.
Does R. Kelly deserve to be in jail?
I love R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly. Because at the end of the day, all them parents need to be locked up too. I know they was young, but I can't even talk because I was a young girl getting money from older men too. So.
What was the oldest man you were dealing with? At what age you were young?
I was 18, and shout out to John. He's dead now. He was 70 something. He paid for my first set of titties. We never had sex though. He just liked and it's so crazy because John he got upset when I got my titties done. I went from like a 32B to double D's. I got like 600cc titties, and he was upset about it because he wanted me to look like a young girl. And it was like, why you want me to look like a young girl? He was so old. He was like gray, tighty whities, balls sagging. I was not having sex with him. He was like literally a sugar daddy.
So when you see the Shannon Sharp situation, does that bother you at all?
Not really, because he's one of mine too.
Oh. Whatever. Is this Denver Broncos Shannon Sharp? Or is this Fox News, Fox Sports?
Fox News, but we We are cool, and it was like he was trying to get there, but you done went on with a white woman. So
damn, Shannon, you had a
Whatever.
chance.
Whatever, Uncle Shannon. But he's still cool.
Unc.
He's still cool. Unc's still cool. He just got caught up with the wrong one.
Yeah.
That's what I be saying. They be paying the wrong ones.
Damn. It's
because she was definitely getting paid.
Yeah, $25,000 a cheek. Is that like a wild? I mean, that's kind of wild to even say that for a 20-year-old or 19, whatever age she is.
25,000.
Yeah, 25,000 per cheek.
Yeah,
that's industry standard.
Yeah, you don't think that's good?
I mean, he's multi-millionaire. So yeah, when you flex it like
but
that.
then she was trying to hit him for super much. But if you would have been cool and kept on, but she was into that stuff. This is where I say people be into that type of stuff, and then when you feel like you're not getting the money that you supposed to be getting, you want to get greedy.
Yeah,
you could have built up to that, and then
buyer's remorse. Yeah,
he
offered her $10 million. And she turned it down.
And I'd have took it and still been what you wanted me to be, you know?
Do you feel like a lot of these girls just don't know the game?
Yeah. That's what it is. They just trying to be greedy right now because they feel like, they can get more, especially with the Diddy situation. I feel like when did that and like came out with it and then in LA, because was she in LA, that girl with Shannon? Mm. Right. Once in LA, they came out with that law where it was like, no matter what you say is right, and then you could sue them for it. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. Once that came out, now you feel like you could get all this money from saying whatever, and you have some type of receipts. Like, you recording calls, they really messed up the game. They really did. Even with the whole one star girl try to put a little baby on. I told her, like, man, I paid you all this money. You messing up the game. I'm like, what are these girls doing? This is the whole point of getting paid.
Yeah, I was so confused when she put them on blast. It was like
you getting paid. This is what you trying to do.
It's like the money's not enough. Like
yeah, they want the fame. They want I get right. Everybody is clout chasing right now. They're not even understanding the whole goal of things and what's supposed to be going on. I rather get paid and stay under the radar because you're going to keep paying me. You're going to keep coming back. That's why I got the same repeating people coming back to me for years. Because I keep it quiet. You paying me to be quiet. You paying me to leave and be quiet. And I'm going to do that. One, I don't want my peoples to find out unless I tell them or I'm telling you. But it's a bunch of them that pay me on,
What's the longest situation that's been taking care of you on the side?
Years. I mean, before he even started fighting. Years.
So, you mentioned you said you were married for a little bit.
Yeah, I was married for 4 years.
Did that still go on? Like the pay?
No, I stopped it, and when I stopped it, it made them want it more, which was so crazy. Because it was like, oh, you're not going to cheat on your husband for me? And it was like, no, I'm not. I didn't cheat the whole time I was with him. And I was with him for about 7 years. Married 4 years.
Who divorces Kakey?
Well, he did file for divorce, but it was because I stepped out. But I stepped out because I wasn't getting what I wanted financially. And I was asking for, I was being in a marriage and being a wife and taking care of our family. And I realized I was taking care of the family. And then I felt like, oh, you're supposed to be helping me out with certain things. And it just wasn't that. So when I realized that, I was like, oh, okay. I went to go meet up with one of my guy friends, and I told him something. I'm like, oh, I needed $1,500. He pulled out a stack of money and peeled it off and gave it to me. I'm like, oh shit. So it kind of unlocked the I could get money from men for nothing. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh shoot. So that was a problem. And
did you want him back ever?
Who?
Your husband when you filed for divorce?
At first, yes.
Right.
At first, it was a like, damn, we had a family and, you know, but then when I seen how he was moving after everything, and I'm like, damn, I didn't really, yeah, it was cheating of some sort.
Right.
I do take accountability for that because once you take money from another man, whether it's sexual or not, a man is still going to be like, you shouldn't have took that. That was a certain type of guy. Because I had guys be like, you got some money without having sex? You okay, get that and keep getting it. You know what I mean? But it's different when your heart is in it and you really love somebody. So I understood it and I took it for what it was.
So the tongue didn't work when you were trying to get him back.
No, it was more like a hurt thing. It was more like a, I don't even give a damn sexually. It's more like a, you.
I know he didn't try to double back though, right?
No, he didn't. He was over me. But I feel like it was more of a, because I had that power and the people that was coming after me, he done looked at my phone. He done seen all types of rappers and athletes. And he was a regular guy, you know? Yeah, he was a regular guy I was married to. So it was kind of like, this type of shit this type of shit I'm seeing, it was too much. And that's why now I understand, like, if I'm going to still be doing that, I wouldn't put nobody that's not in that type of space or position to, like, outbeat that type. Mentally, it'll break you down.
Do you think you would get married again?
Yeah, I do. Because it'll be different. I was married at, 20? I think I got married at 28. But I feel like now that I'm older and I realize what's going on, it's different. Like, you got to be a little older.
What did he do to take you out the game?
He showed me being real, you know? And I'm like, some people, and he told me, like, look, I ain't got it like these other dudes you be messing with. It's like, you gonna mess with me is because I'm a family man. I really give a fuck about you, and I love you and kids, and I'm all about that, you know? And at that time, I only had one kid, and I was like, I realized my son was seeing that I was messing with men for their money. And I said, no, I don't want my son to be a trick. Because he sees what's catching mommy's attention is what you buying me, you paying my rent, what you buying my son. You know what I mean? Even though I want him to realize you have to be a provider for your family. But being a trick and a provider is two different things, you know? Because I ain't let nobody stay in my house and be with me. You would come, pay the bills and whatever and go, you know? But I want him to realize, like, you know, you have to be a man's man, provider, take care of me, kids, and all of that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what does Kakey expect from her man that's in her life? What does he have to be doing?
I'm still trying to figure that out because I want a lot. I want you to be all over me and making money, which is hard. Because how you going to be making money outside and doing what you got to do and be all up under me at the same time and be a family man and be, you know?
Do you think like because there's a lot of famous couples that work together in the industry.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be not something that could work for you?
In my line of work, it would be hard because... that because it's so many men coming at me and they're willing to pay whatever I ask for, you
Tax
know.
deductible.
So it's like, are you gonna let me go and do this, or are you gonna be like, you would have to seriously take me out the game? And I think that's what I was looking for from someone regular, and that's not realistic. So I have to be realistic with what I'm asking for.
Yeah, I'm curious. What was that thing that you needed for $1,500 that you were short? Like, what was?
No, I put down. It's a whole lot. I put down like $20,000 on my house that I was that I moved into. My main goal, because I have my own goals set in my life. You know, whether you're married or not, you're supposed to have your own goals, and your partner's supposed to link in and match in with those goals. But certain people have different goals for certain things. So my goal was, but before I turned 30, I needed to own a house that has 6 bedrooms plus. I wanted a big old house, 5,000 square feet. And that wasn't kind of his goal. It was like, oh, I don't care to do that. So I did that for my family, my kids. And I'm like, I think it was Mother's Day. For Mother's Day, I said, oh, I just want to fly me and my kids out to go see my son. And he was kind of like, oh, we can't do that right now. That's some words I don't like hearing.
We can't do that right now.
Cause I got people that can do whatever I ask at the drop of a hat, you know? And it was like, I put up so much to do things before this even happened. And Mother's Day is only one day out the year. So you were supposed to save up. I don't want no supermarket flowers. I wanted to, get flown out professionally and, have a nice itinerary for me and my kids for a day out. But I didn't get that. So I went out otherwise.
Well, so what would he say about this whole situation?
He would probably say I was being selfish and he didn't have it. That was just it. And if you don't got it, you ain't got it. And that's cool. But I went to go get it. So, Was it a good decision to make at that time in a marriage? Because once you're married, you are one and you're supposed to make decisions together.
Well, then, yeah.
Which I understand. I get it. I completely get it. And that's right. Was I making that decision right then and there? No. And that's why I said I'm not ready for it right now. But probably later on as I heal and grow, I will be.
Now, let's put it in the reverse. Let's say a nigga you put up, but he got to go out and knock some bitches down. Maybe would you be cool with that? Like, yeah, I got everything paid for. I just got
go and come pay me, man. Give me some money, Lord. And that was my whole thing because he did go and step out to try to make me mad. I'm like,
did you come back with the bread?
Where the money? What you going to do that for? You went and get this out with a bitch that's below me? Shit. Then it was like she was below me. It was like, come on, son. Then everybody called me and told me about it. Like, oh, Kakey's man is out here with such and such. And I'm like, man, you got them calling you my man. Oh, God. So it was just, it got real immature and stupid, but we're in a good place now, and I love that.
That's good.
I love that I was able to, because people don't glorify the healing part of things,
I was just going to ask, so what have you done to heal from that? What have been some of the things?
Taking a break and literally, because at first I was outside, I was partying, because it was new to me. Mm-hmm. Coming out of a 8-year relationship, then being married, and he was popping outside with who he was with. So I'm like, oh, I gotta go out too. I gotta pop out and show what's going on, who I am.
Hold on.
Yeah. It was a tit for tat, yeah.
Was he like, he popping outside like, how you got the money to be outside?
It was like all under her type of thing. And then she thought that he was gonna be her man. And it was just crazy. But it was just all out of hurt. All out of anger, and you gotta realize you can't move out of emotion like that. Cause then even now with, for instance, Cardi B and Offset, he popped out with 10 girls around him, and I'm like, you look so hurt, bruh. And I'm like, damn, did I look like that?
Did you see his post?
Which one?
You need to get off the gram and spend some time with your kids.
Oh boy, yeah. That was the number one thing. Oh, the kid. We was both throwing the kids in there. And it was just like, oh my God, this is messy. And no lies, social media loves mess. That's all that's around. With all these Zeus networks and all of that. I done got offered all of them shows. First of all, I can't be on none of those because one, I'll be in jail and I'm not. Once we beefing forever. So I ain't going on there and you slap me for fake and all that. No, we ain't doing that. I can't do none of them shows because now it's like they're glorifying women fighting, especially black women.
For sure.
Making a fool out of themselves. And I just, that right there I can't get with. So I said, no, that's too much. We got to really practice on healing and stop drinking and turning up so much to the point where you're belligerent, acting crazy. I said, damn, I looked at some of the videos I was doing back then, damn, I was really crashing out. It's a crash out phase once you hurt. When you hurt, you start crashing out. But I'm so glad I was able to pull myself out of that and really get back on track with things. Now I'm just chilling and enjoying and dating and having fun. Dating with fun.
Yeah, in this age and state of Kakey, what is your preference when it comes to men or women? What do you like? What are you looking for? Physically, mentally, where are you at?
First of all, People are big on manipulation, and I just want somebody to just vibe with me, have fun, go out, not be jealous. Cause everybody I get would be jealous. Cause I just have a good vibe. I like to talk. I like to sit under. I like nature stuff. Like I'm planning to go to the cabins where they got like the open spot. You can see the woods and rainfalls and stuff. I actually have a date coming with a girl on Thursday. And she's a soul snatcher like me. And I'm really excited to go on a date with her. I have a whole night planned. But she's into healing too. And I seen her like hugging herself in a video. And I was like, damn, it made me do it one night. And I was like, that feels good. People don't feel like embracing yourself and loving on yourself is a good thing. Or it probably feels weird or you probably never did it before. But learning yourself, that's where I'm at right now. I'm learning myself and learning like what makes me happy. Amen. It my soulmate might be a woman, might be a man. I don't know, but we just gonna see.
Hey man, we love to hear it. We could stay and talk for hours, but we do gotta wrap this up.
Well, I love talking with you guys.
Hey man. Do you got any shout outs?
Shout outs to everyone out there that's healing. Shout outs to everybody out there that's a freak. Shout outs to everybody that loves me and my long tongue. Shout outs to y'all, of course, for bringing me on here.
And tell the people what you have coming for as far as if they want to book you or
bookings, of course, is my email. Go to my Instagram, Lick My Cakes. I got my backup page, Lick My Cakes BP. My website, lickmycakes.com. And yeah, just keep on streaming, looking for me. I'm always out there. Show my long tongue.
Hey, well, you are definitely legendary. We just like to thank you for coming and sit down with us, Kakey. Not only are you with the long tongue, but you are also a real life street star.
Shout out Reallyfe street stars, nigga. Move. Hey.